Everyone, Amy Kennedy here, ceramic artist from Melbourne, Australia. This video is a little bit late than intended. I was meant to do it at the start of July. It's now the start of August 2021, and it is on reflections, reflecting on the year that has already gone, 6 or 7 months. But it's not just about those 6 or 7 months, so stay with me. I was reminded to do this because I was actually asked to provide feedback and reflection on a program that I've been involved in, and I found that I really needed to stop and slow down and write to a few questions that were given to me, and then I had to speak about my experience. So I think it was this combination of stopping, slowing down, really focusing, writing and speaking. I was able to see all these things that had been happening, good things, bad things, things that are still challenging me, things that I want to work on, and I could really bring them into the present moment of now, here, and sort of put more roots in them, bring them with me. And I think this is really important because we're often moving so quickly, so many projects on the go, quickly do that project, tick, move on to the next, tick, 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 tick. We like ticking our lists, ticking our boxes, and we can miss just a little bit of time reflecting on that thing and pulling out the useful things, putting them in our backpack, handbag, bum bag, whatever you got, and bring them with us to the next thing, and having that useful information, that useful awareness or knowledge with us. I was also reminded to do this video about reflections because I have an artist finishing the Evolve program next week, and that final session is called Reflections and Next Steps, and it is the most important session of the whole 6 months. In this session, I give them a lot of questions to answer, and then we look back at what the goals were 6 months ago, all the things that have happened in the meantime, to assess them and then look at the next steps. I think we really need to do this to save ourselves time, to actually give ourselves a pat on the back for the great things that have happened, to realize issues or problems that might be repeatedly coming up that we might need to deal with, so that we don't keep making the same mistakes again and again. We don't keep hitting our head against a brick wall. I'm going to pop some questions down in the post that might be useful for you if you're wanting to do some reflections. And I'm speaking about reflections for the past 6 or 7 months, but these could also be useful for reflecting on the week that has just been in your studio, or you might have been doing a workshop with another artist or a group. You could use it to reflect on that experience. You could use it to reflect on a certain project that you've done, to reflect on an exhibition of someone else's that you visit, or to reflect on a book that you've read or a podcast that you're listening to really grab the important, useful information that is important for you, that you want to grab, integrate, grow roots, cement in you so you can take it with you on your next step. I have a question. I need to ask this question more in the programs that I run with artists. I use it a little bit, but I've got to do it more. And the question is, I say, so Jill or Joe or Jane or Jim, whatever their name is. Not all my artists start with a J, but I just went that way. So Jim, what has been the most important part of our time together? And it really stops people in their tracks. I don't think people are usually used to being asked this sort of question. And I ask it and I can see their cogs turning, and they will pause for a while and then they will tell me. And it's not so much important for me. It is important for me. I want to know what the most important part has been, but it's really important for them to look back, find that thing, remember it, and hold on to it. So this can be a really good question too. What has been the most important part of my week in the studio, this workshop, this writing class, this book that I've just finished, to integrate that stuff into us and bring it forward into the next thing that we're going to do. I'll pop some questions below to help you with this if you're interested. Thank you for listening, and I will see you soon.